One of the commonly asked questions I've been asked since the release of the MX5 is how to assign your favorite effects and amps to the 3 foot switches and to the expression pedal. Want to know more? Then stay tuned. Hey there, it's Scott at the Pedal Guy. How you doing? Well, we're all about pedal demos, pedal knowledge, and pedal sales. I love pedals, and so do you. In today's video, I'm going to take you through the easy steps on how to assign your favorite amps and effects and everything else under the sun that has to do with the Headrush to those 3 foot switches and to the expression pedal. It only takes a couple of minutes, and we'll get to it in a second. But before we begin, if this is your first visit to my channel, please take a second, click on that subscribe button down there, give me a thumbs up, let me know you like this video, help my video rank in the YouTube algorithm so that I can make more content for you. Okay, let's get to it. So the concept here is really easy. You have 3 foot switches and you have an expression pedal that can be assigned to basically anything inside of the Headrush MX5. But in order to really show you how easy this is, we need to zoom in a little bit to give you a better vantage point. That's better, isn't it? So what we're going to do is we're going to assign these 3 foot switches to other destinations inside of our rig. In order to do that, first we need to get into what's called stomp mode, because right now we're in hybrid mode. So I'm going to go ahead and press and hold on the first foot switch, and now I have my choice between stomp, rig, and hybrid. I'm going to select stomp. And if we look now, you can see that the first foot switch is assigned to the amp, the second foot switch is assigned to the cabinet, and the third foot switch is assigned to the BBD delay. Okay, so while there's technically nothing wrong with how that's laid out, it's kind of a waste of space, because if I only have 3 foot switches, why would I want to waste any of that going to the amp or the cabinet? I'd rather have it go to something interesting, like say that white boost, so I could turn off and on the white boost for a soloing. So what I want to do is go to that upper right corner with the 3 dots. I'm going to go to hardware assign, and that's going to bring up the hardware assign screen. And here is where we can set up where these foot switches are going to go in our rig. So I'm going to tap that first one, and I'm going to just take a look up and down the list here. I'm going to scroll to white boost and select on. So now, as you can see, I can turn the white boost off and on. If I go back up to the top level of the rig, you can see that that is the case. So let's go back into hardware assign, and let's reassign that cabinet foot switch. I don't want it to go to the cabinet. Who cares about that? I want it to go to the chorus. All right, so now I have a control for the boost and for the chorus. But we're not done yet. If we go back into hardware assign again, you can see that third foot switch is assigned to the BBD delay. Now you can keep it there if you want to, or you can assign it to another effect. But a question that I've been asked quite a bit is how to assign it to a tap tempo. Couldn't be easier. Go to that BBD delay, go to that third module, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign it to tap tempo. And you can now see that the LED above the third foot switch is now pulsating. It's a green, and this is a tempo. Now you can see that as I'm tapping it, you can see the tempo here is changing as I press that tap tempo foot switch in succession. So that's really how easy it is to do this. And the other thing, of course, is make sure that you save as you go. I'm not going to save yet because I'm still working on stuff here, but that's essentially how you assign foot switches to your favorite effects and features inside of the MX5. All right, I've jogged the MX5 a little bit over to the left so you can see the expression pedal a little more clearly. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a volume pedal. Very simple to do. Go to the end of the signal chain here, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom where it says expression, and the first option I have there is volume. And for this demonstration, I'm going to use the default linear, and there we have it. So it's already turned on, so if I play a chord on my guitar, it's all set to go. Now, if I go to the upper right corner to the 3 dots and I go to hardware assign, you can see that the volume has been assigned to that section of the Headrush. Now, I can go to range and I can actually determine the range so it could be like a mid-range if you want to. So it doesn't have to start all the way at 0. It could start, you could use the rotary encoder and say start at like say 30, so that it doesn't cut out completely. So if I play a chord again, I can limit the range of the volume effect. Additionally, I can go to what's called, I'm going to go back to assign here, and I'm going to switch from classic to advanced. Now advanced is where it gets really tricky because you now have 3 additional destinations that you can assign to the expression pedal. For example, I could tap on one of these right here and I could say I want it to go to chorus and I'm going to have it go to rate. Okay, and I can turn the chorus back on and I'll get something that sounds like this. So it sounds kind of funky. What we could do is we could go back to range again and I could change that. I could change that to say, I want it to start at say 50% and only have it go as high as say 85, just so it doesn't go too wanky. It just kind of just complements the sound a little bit better. Something like this. So that's essentially how you use the expression pedal. You can assign those to other destinations if you want to. You can do all kinds of twisted things with the expression pedal. And I definitely invite you to check out the other effects that are expression pedal friendly, like the whammy or the wahs. There's tons of places. Well, that concludes this video. Be sure to come back later this week when I take you through how to create scenes with the MX5. And we'll see you soon. Well, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any further questions, be sure to visit us at thepedalguide.com. But in the meantime, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and also be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for weekly videos and tutorials. Thanks for stopping by here at thepedalguide.com, where I love pedals and so do you.